Yeah, what's going on, everybody? It's Chris G, man, and I wanted to talk about the Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight. You know what I'm saying? Saw it on on Friday night on the 15th, and I gotta say, man, like I saw some of the undercard stuff. That was good. I saw was I think it was Serrano. The ladies were fighting Serrano, and another one was fighting, and that fight was pretty pretty wild there. Serrano, man, she ended up having a lot of headbutts she was taking and stuff like that. But that one was a good fight. I hope she's all right though. They got to stitch her up. But yeah, going to the Jake Paul Tyson fight, I really thought that it possibly was going to be like a knockout between either one of those guys, like Jake Paul or Tyson. One was going to knock the other one out, possibly, but it didn't. The fight, what I'm saying? I think the fight was 8 rounds. I think it was probably about 2 minutes each round, I believe, because I could have swore I think it was about 2 minutes. Excuse me. I don't think it was like 3 minute rounds. And I watched it. Jake Paul was in there, throwing punches. I saw him, landing some good shots. Nothing like, really just like, haymaker, type of rocking somebody's bell, ringing somebody's bell type of stuff. But he was, getting punches in here and there. And then so Tyson, he was in there moving. I saw a little bit of, some head movement he was doing, dodging some jabs and stuff like that. I just wish, that Tyson would have been. I just wish he would have been more like aggressive in the fight. Just getting more combinations, or at least like landing some jabs on the inside. I know Jake Paul had like a longer reach, but I still would have hoping that Mike would have gotten in tight, gotten in close, and landed some shots to the body of Jake Paul. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Mike wasn't really that aggressive in the fight. I just really, really wish he was more so. And then eventually, Jake Paul won. And I'll give him props on making it through the 8 rounds and stuff. And he won the fight. Fair and square. I'll give him that. But I just wish Mike was more aggressive in the fight. And I think I heard somewhere. I think Mike got like 20 mil on the fight. So some people say Mike needed the money or didn't need the money. I don't know, but at least Mike got something out of it. Then I saw at the very end of the fight, Jake Paul, Mike. I think, while I was watching it, Jake Paul was showing love to Mike and stuff like that. Just respecting Mike and stuff like that. And and I give props to Mike for making it all the way through those rounds. Because if I remember correctly, I think Mike is I think he's about 57, 58. He's almost he's almost almost 60 years old, man. And he was able to still go out there and throw some punches and stuff. So I was impressed in that regard. Just wish there was just a little bit more action from Mike though. And and I know they had to I think they had to reschedule the fight because I think early on it was supposed to happen earlier this year, but Mike had some health complications and stuff. So for Mike to be able to pull through those health complications and be able to go actually participate in this fight, I got to give him props and credit for that. Like I said, and I know Jake won. I give him his credit for winning, but I tell you one thing though, man, if if Jake would have called Mike some years back when I don't even think Mike had to even be in his prime. Mike could have just been like, the early Mike that was just starting out doing pro fighting, man. Like, I think he could have gave Jake Paul the business, And I think a lot of the people believe that too, But either way, it was an okay fight. It wasn't like just a big thriller and Manila type of just huge big performance, but it was a fight nonetheless and stuff like that. I know I did see something something was wild though, man. Like, cause I think it was what was the part? It was in the locker room, and I think Mike was getting interviewed by his son, and he gave his son a hug and kissed him on the cheek. And Mike started walking away, and I was like, man, the cameraman, he's like, cameraman was showing Mike Tyson's rear end. I said, man, we ain't trying to see that. I don't know, maybe maybe the ladies might have liked that though, because I saw a lady on it was on Instagram. She was like, I think she said something like, yo, yeah, yeah, his body does look okay. And then she had like the little emoji where it's like the little yellow face, but it got a hand over the face, but some fingers just move with one eye looking like they peeking or something. I thought that was hilarious. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but shout out to Mike, man, and for hanging in there, and Jake got his win and stuff like that. But so yeah, that's pretty much how that fight went. I do think though that if Jake is going to fight, if he's going to do more fights and stuff, I think he's going to have to fight, have some more challenging fights. You know what I'm saying? I think that he's going to have to start, stepping up and stuff like that. And when it comes to fighting, and then you had Mike got his money, and he's going to go and do his thing and stuff like that. And another thing too, man, about the fight, I heard a lot of people were having problems with their Netflix account, like the Netflix was messing up that, and I think also probably too some people's internet providers were like having problems and stuff like that. So that was really strange right there. But like it's I know like Netflix had some stuff going on, but I shoot, for all I know, it might have been a lot of people that ended up just saying, you know what, we done with this Netflix thing, man. Like, this is just crazy. They'd be like, they probably was just like, yeah, I just wanted to just pay this to watch the fight, but hell, they might not even go, pay to watch any other stuff on the Netflix thing. So if it happens like that, it just is what it is. But shout out to both the two competitors. It definitely was something to do to watch the fight. And I am glad that both gentlemen, made it out the fight. In one piece. Nobody had to go to the hospital or anything like that, so that's definitely a good thing. And yeah, that's it. So that's my reaction on the fight. And this is Chris G. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.